Is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Kesey. And I read this for the second time. I read it in 2012, having originally read it in 1971. At the time I wrote, I first read this in 1971 on a trip to Edinburgh from London, taking an overnight bus. I'd been very impressed by it then. And then I've seen the film with Jack Nicholson, and I was not so sure how much my memory draws on my original reading and how much it draws on having seen the film. And I'd expected, the second time around, to find the 1960s book might seem a little dated and perhaps infused with quite a simple anti-authoritarian ethos from the 1960s. And against this expectation, I thought it was absolutely brilliant the second time through. It's superb writing. There's a real talent in character creation. He captures the claustrophobic feel of the ward and the unspecified menace. And there's an allegory of the ward as a conformist punishing society. And also I thought there was a brilliant illustration of the many debates and dilemmas around mental health care that persist today. I was surprised how much the issues hadn't gone away. The three central characters in the book, Chief Brondon, Nurse Ratchet and McMurphy, they give the novel real drive. And I don't understand why I didn't hear of this book until 1971. In the 1960s, from the mid-60s onwards, I felt I was well attuned to the counterculture and its literature. I read lots about that as well as reading within it, but I didn't come across this book until 1971. So this one's a real illustration for me of how some books don't stand up to a rereading, and they haven't for me. I mean, one I've mentioned on here was Camus' The Outsider, whereas other books have become enhanced with the period of time. And this one was a surprise. I didn't expect this from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but it's a really, really good read. And if you've seen the film with Jack Nicholson in it, it doesn't spoil the read. I somehow think there's, the different pace. It allows more reflection. It really is a very important book, I think, and it's now published as a Penguin Modern Classic, and it's got a brilliant introduction about a lot of the kind of mental health issues and incarceration and also its literary qualities from Professor Robert Fagan. So I certainly think this is worth a reread or a first read if you've not read it.